So in case it wasn't clear from the last devlog, whenever I place ground, it doesn't auto-arrange the water, because whenever I place water, it then checks the water that I'm trying to place with as part of the water arranged group. So it then checks all the tiles around it and sets them, it tries arranging those tiles based on that, but there's no arranged group for grass tiles because, like, the grass tile arranged group would be something for changing the type of grass that it places, not the water. It's not part of the grass. So I just need to, instead of checking the group that the block that you place is part of, check the group that the block currently is. The blocks could be a part of multiple groups, so I didn't add that in, and I guess there's not really going to be two water groups ever, so I should just be able to check if it is the same, whatever. I'll add it in. Okay, it should be fixed now. Tiles, just check what group they're part of first, or it should. Let's see if it works. Nope, it doesn't work. It crashes. Okay, it was a simple fix. Pretty much undefined tiles that aren't in a group were crashing things. So let's see. Yeah, that looks good. That's how it worked before. And yeah, placing ground does fix all the tiles. It doesn't even have to be. Now I think, yeah, I can place with any water tile instead of just main water, which I had to before. Paths, I think, should have the update as well. Yeah, so I can be erasing the path and yeah, okay. That looks good. I just still need to add in the T intersection paths. I'll do that real quick. Okay, so I fixed a few bugs. Everything should work now, actually. Like, the paths. Add in the T intersection. It now looks good. I can draw everything. One thing I did notice was erasing on the level 1 looked a little strange because it would leave a void. So I actually made it where when you erase, it just replaces it with ground or whatever I define in the default layers. So I can set each layer to have its own default thing. Every other layer is just nothing though. I also made it where placing nothing properly works. Before it wasn't. So it works now, but I can easily draw with path and it will even put the correct stuff because that would not work before as well. That would also break stuff horribly, but it works. Put any tile, it doesn't break. The paths look even better than before. Okay, after a few changes, everything works completely. I also redid the flower deleter because I realized it wasn't infinitely expandable, so I first added that. Now it properly works, and I could make it delete any type of tile that I want, any tile that just passes a type, or any tile that has a certain tag. I could check for that and delete all tiles in the stack that have that tag. Maybe it wasn't worth adding all that, but it works nice and everything looks great. I actually don't know what to add next. I had everything I wanted to. Way better level editor. I'll think about it. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything great to add, but I did make a lot of shortcuts, like pressing E is eyedropper. Normally it just grabs whatever your mouse is on the current layer, like a flower or a sign, but if I want to get a path, I would have to normally go down a layer, but I made it where pressing E actually just grabs whatever's on the top of the stack if there is nothing at that layer. Like if I click on a flower, if I'm on layer 1 and I click on a path, because there's nothing above the path, it's going to just go down to the bottom. And if I'm on the bottom of the flower, it's just going to choose the grass behind it. But if I still want to grab the flower, I can do Shift D and it will grab whatever's on the top of the stack. So then I can be even lazier. So much work switching layers. I have to move my hand to the arrow keys. I got tired of it pretty fast. It still works fine. Everything in the editor. Oops. There is actually a few problems with the game. Maybe you've seen it whenever it plays transparent. They look oddly bright. That's because Alpha's busted in this game engine. Because I made it myself, I didn't do it quite right, I guess. I don't know how to fix it though. As you can see, if I spawn in just a rectangle, it looks fine, or a square. This one's black. You would expect that as the black rectangle becomes more transparent, it makes stuff behind it darker. That is not the case. As it gets more transparent, it gets brighter. Very strange. I'll have to look into it a lot closer more, but anyway. And to make that show up, I had to make a whole animation library, more or less. Anyway, that's enough for today.